purse this year. Scoring from 5, Master of His Domain, who won the Maywood Pace. Scoring from 2, that pair of colts have hooked up before. Both have brought much credit to the breeding industry in Illinois, and they're at it once again. As they're at the post, the gate rolling, and here they come. They're off and pacing between horses. Gypsy Minstrel for the lead, but between them now, Master of His Domain scoots out to take command, and flying on the outside, there goes Master of His Domain. Holly Hill Obvious out with him as that field races into the turn. Getting out third is Sly Speed, dropping back, finding room fourth there, Gypsy Minstrel. Out 5 is Ideal Town, getting away 6, dropping in covered now as they race to the quarter is Our True Majority. Out 7, Tornadogram, and at the back, Mystical Bob. Field being led past the quarter-mile mark by a length and a half now as they hit the backstretch by Master of His Domain. He heads them toward the half-mile mark off a quarter, 27-2, and Anderson now has him well under control as they straighten down the backside. He is dictating the pace of this one. Racing to the half-mile mark. Behind him, second on the inside, Holly Hill Obvious. Content yet to wait third, Sly Speed. Behind him, fourth down the backside is Gypsy Minstrel. Now to the outside, Gypsy Minstrel. And about to move Ideal Town. He's off the rail and driving, following cover. Here comes Ideal Town. And on the outside, rushing toward the front as they reach the draw gate. And takes command now, Gypsy Minstrel. Master of His Domain is second. The half was at 57. They race into the upper turn off a 29 3 second quarter, and leading the way by a length and a half as they head toward the 3/4 mile mark. Gypsy Minstrel behind him. Master of Domain catches his breath second, and positioned right behind him now is Ideal Town for the stretch drive. Dropping back, Holly Hill Obvious still fourth. Racing 5 is Sly Speed. Moving up on the outside, 6, Mystical Bob. And off stride momentarily, Master of His Domain. Anderson has him right back pacing, and the battle develops. Here between horses comes Ideal Town. The leader down the lane is Gypsy Minstrel, and coming on Ideal Town. On the outside, Master of His Domain flying, but it's Ideal Town getting to the front. He's going to win it over Master of His Domain by 3. Home third was Gypsy Minstrel, 4, Mystical Bob. It appeared to be Holly Hill Obvious picking up the final check fifth. 1:52-1, and they were making it in the final 8th mile. This horse was pictured on the cover of the Horseman and Fair World magazine, a national publication this spring, because he won one of the major money races at the Meadowlands in 1999, early in the season, that being the Berries Creek, a race that attracts many of the top 2-year-olds from last year who meet certain money-earning standards. And the Illinois-bred Ideal Town beat them all in that race at the Meadowlands. Today he has won his elimination with a big last 8th in 1:52-1 of the Illinois State Fair Colt Stakes. He is owned by Tim Town, by Matthias Meinzinger of Crystal Lake, Illinois, and New York. And today, trainer Terry King put Andy Miller behind this pacer, and it results in a smashing 52-1 win. Here he is, Ideal Town, 211,000 coming into the race. Terry King, Andy Miller, owners Town, and Meinzinger. And this winning pacer, bred by Cottonwood Farm of Big Rock, Illinois. Terry Hunt joins the activities. And now down to Ed Teefee, who has a gentleman ready to speak to us. Ed?
Thank you, Carl. With me, one of the up-and-coming drivers in America today, Illinois' own Andy Miller. Andy Miller started right here at the Midwest Illinois County Fairs a few years ago, and now he's one of the leading drivers at all the Chicago Parimutuel tracks. He's raced successfully at the Meadowlands, was recently 4th out there in the Breeders' Crown Final with Taser Gun. He's had a big week here this week at the Illinois State Fair with the undefeated Incredible Tilly. He won today with Ascot Brandy, and now at a big win with Ideal Town. 152-1. Here's another nice horse, Andy.
He's a great horse. I mean, he has his problems, but he can go a bunch. He's real handy and a nice horse to drive and really fast.
Andy's going to have drives in all of the Rich Finals next week. You won't want to miss it. One of the great drivers in America today, Illinois' own Andy Miller. Thank you, Andy.